Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to the Hitman Freelancer Time Trial Challenge. We're treating every mission as though we've got the Time Trial Prestige activated, and if we fail, we leave. And we're about to begin level 3, so we are going to have 5 things to do. 2 of them will be alerted, 3 will not, but let's see which things we're actually doing, shall we? Okay, Haven, Scale, Marrakesh, New York, Wick Creek. I can't recall which ones of these we did last time. I think we did New York. It's a bit of a blur because it was a time trial and we got through like 7 missions. But we can either redeem ourselves on Haven or this time we'll get the New Zealand map. So that's nice. We haven't done Scale or Hantu, I don't think. Yeah, we'll go with a bit of eco-crime and see what's what. So, we would be wanting to do New York probably for the showdown based on this selection. So do we start with Wick Creek? Why not? Drowning kill, eliminate guards with an SMG, poison target with a metic. And time trial is an option. That's good. Here's a question though. Do the targets change based on whether or not you've got time trial selected? Because I've certainly seen maps like Colorado where there's just literally no way I could have done time trial because they're on the wrong side of the map to one another. I'm wondering if the targets change based on whether or not time trial is selected. Either way, I don't think we'll find out because we're doing Marrakesh or Wick Creek and they're both small maps anyway, so it doesn't really matter this time. But if we'd had a sprawling map like Miami or Colorado, I may have taken it there just to see whether or not time trial does make sure the targets are grouped together. As it is though, we will gather up our stuff. Drowning kill, got all that. Why isn't it telling us that time trial is up there in the top left corner? We'll have to assume that it's up there. We're going to do it regardless. Ah, that might be why, because our connection has failed. There we go, time trial's back. Equip loader's back. We'll bring along an SMG. We'll bring along a regular gun. Can we get time drowning killed just by throwing someone in the creek? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like we're about to find out. Let's go to the creek. Okay, it's a daytime version. That's lovely. We've got Muffin Stand. We've got Roadworks. But then we've got James Batty. Batty might be a potential candidate for what we're going to do for our nefarious actions. So let's think. A little bit of running back and forth to be done. There's one of our targets though. He is the ranger at the back. Do we try and emetic him just in case we don't get to do it later? Where would he go if he's hit with an emetic? That's a very good question. Someone would spot us from there.
Oh, it's like something crawled inside.
Okay, there we go. Challenge 1 complete. Now, where are you going to go, my friend? Do we have time to watch you slowly walk to that destination? Maybe we do if you're going back towards the Muffin Stand. Or are you going to go to Helen West's property? Also, where's that other guy in Enforcer? It's like we're in a suit. I feel like he's coming to the West's house. Which is kind of awkward because other people also use the West's house. There's quite a few enforcers around for just our suit because that ranger over there as well. Come on, my friend, we're on the clock. But if we can get the drowning kill out of this as well, that would be lovely. And it's not too hard to roam around in Helen West's property. Right, but that gardener is currently taking a piss. I guess the timing on that's not too bad for us then. Because he's going to leave in a minute. Can we get in there though? Without one of the servers seeing us? Because that guy is prone to spot us if we... Nope, we did it. Good. Down goes target number 1. Although, he's coming in to look at us. Yep. You've kind of spotted a drowning. So you can go down. And we'll just take the ranger outfit and bugger off. We never really use this outfit, so that's fun. Now we've just got a bit of trekking to do, because we've got Muffin Eater over here somewhere.
How's it going?
Which one are we looking at? Have they moved away from the muffin stand? They're going back and forth.
These are the best muffins I ever had.
That's fine. Is he going to sit on a bench? Maybe.
I can't stop eating.
What was that?
Maybe you know
What was that? It's just me. Don't worry about it.
Where do you think you're going? Definitely not through here. What the hell is this?
Right. Is that a guard down? It is. Good.
No, anything. I see.
That's target down. Let's vacate the area. And all we've basically got to do now is kill Batty and then SMG some guards. Should all be very straightforward. Especially if that garbage collector is just leaving Batty's property, so he's not going to be interfering with our plans. We are trespassing in here, but that's okay. And there's the man himself. Down he goes. Maybe we'll just take him into his shed just to make sure there's no untoward searching of the area. If we hadn't already got a drowning kill, we could have thrown him in the creek behind his house. But everything has kind of worked out in that regard. I mean, someone at some point is going to find that server who's unconscious on the floor next to a drowned and half-naked ranger. That will lead to some questions being asked, I'm sure. But it's fine. Ah, Nolan Cassidy going in through his own garage, is he? Doesn't normally do that. Well, down he goes. We don't really need to worry about hiding the bods or taking out the cameras. He was just a convenient guard to get SMG'd. Where is our supplier on this variant of the map? They're in the West's garage. And in the Lewinsky property is a safe. So maybe we do go back and we help ourselves to that
Hola, compadre, it's me.
Nolan's
Yes,
guard
Mr. Labo.
disguise. And there we go, our unconscious server's down there. But that's okay. And now we should be able to lure in another guard. And that'll be our SMG kills out of the way. And then we'll just go rob the safe, spend some of our winnings, and make our way home. $9,000 for this one. It's a good amount of bucks. Oh, there's the hammer. What's he wandering about for? He's checking on the cameras, I guess. Making sure that everything is shipshape. Now he's going to be very confused when he comes back. Up we go. There should be a tablet or a file around here somewhere. And that's number 3. Good. It's only a couple of grand, but it all helps. Especially when you're constantly prestiging at every opportunity, which I do. Just needs to be more fun. I know there's people out there that just never prestige, and it's just like, fair enough, I suppose. It's your call, but don't you just get bored having all of the tools available to you at all times? Never having much to work for? It's the same as the people that choose to just never bring any items into the levels with them in case they lose them. It's like, well, what are you collecting them for then, you spoon? Oh, Helen's in her garage.
Yes, that's correct. It's absolutely imperative.
It's absolutely imperative that you get your neck broken, you awful woman. Yeah. We should probably shut the garage door. And shove her in a freezer.
You look like you might need something. I
Yep.
only sell good merch.
Be with you in a minute, supplier friend. I've just taken out the trash.
Oh, of course.
And let's see. No, we can't really afford much. Okay, we'll get the duckies. They're always useful for time trials.
Good choice. You know where I am if you need more.
And now, here's a question. Did we manage to take out the ranger who actually drops the key to the roadworks? I didn't see a key hanging around. No, I don't see a key, so I guess we don't have it. Because that would be the quickest way of getting out the map now, rather than running around the corner once again. I guess you had the key. And that was like an extra guy, perhaps. You got my key. Yeah. There's also loads of other dudes there, so I guess we'll just run to the bus stop like we always do. A good start, though. We like a nice perfect run to start the day. Next up, Marrakesh. What's our little bonus this time? Lethal pills or tripwire mine? Probably neither getting used. Although I can see lethal pills getting used, maybe. If I know a target eats something, I can just poison it and then run away, and that's them dealt with. Now, 4 targets. Again, we got poison and we got drowning. And we got take no damage. Ugh, time disguises, that's the worst. Collateral explosion is probably more doable, but time disguises does kind of fit the theme of time trial. So I feel like we're kind of obliged to take it. A prox duck and a remote duck. And away we go to Marrakesh. It's a relatively small map, especially if it's house built on sand. So let's see what we get. Okay, we start at the main entrance of the map, which means... yeah, it's looking very much like it's the full version. However, we've got 3 targets in and around the market and 1 in Consulate Square. So maybe not so bad. Target 1 is a guard who just hangs out there. Can we lure him into here? Looks like we can. Oh no, we've got someone else. Oh, you're no good. And now he's roaming off over there somewhere.
What should we do? If Crystal Dawn get involved?
Right, so he's not coming back anytime soon.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't let you through.
He's got a reasonably long route, I feel.
Whoa!
Oh, which one's going to go for that? I didn't see that. Shit.
Got someone on the ground. Killer has to be there.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out.
You copying?
Now all these guards are on alert.
Command, I have arrived at the location and it looks clear.
Yeah, it's contact.
Command, come in. Yeah, goddamn massacre. You sending someone down?
It's not a massacre, it's a single explosion.
Okay. Look at you.
Now,
There's a hand here. One big cluster.
really wish that guard wasn't alerted. Maybe then we just do this in an unsubtle way. There we go.
Oh man, that was close.
That's the target down. Now we are gonna... Let's see. We are gonna run out of time on the disguises front.
Oh man, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Man, this is Red
Oh man, I'm okay.
I think we got trouble. Fine.
That's gonna hurt.
There we go. We're a soldier now.
Trying to hide behind that disguise. You had me fooled for a couple seconds.
Okay. We're compromised. However, we got a new disguise. That's the main thing.
Command. We know.
And now we're probably...
The hell, he's killing everyone. We gotta stop him.
Yeah, I think we're no longer compromised. There's a lot of angry people over there now. But we are fine. Let's go find some other targets, shall we? So we've got 2 now in Market Square. How easy are they going to be to poison? We can drown them pretty easily. We have got to worry about the overall clock though. We're on 3 minutes already. We've got 8 available to us. So yeah, you are probably going to eat something there. Or somewhere there. But you're also in an extremely public space, so let's go instead and look at you. You are just sat down. Where are they going? And can they be seeked? Maybe not. Too public. Ah, they cross over with each other. I could have easily exploded both of them if I hadn't botched that first duck. Non-target killed.
Could somebody help me, please?
I seeked someone and they died. Because they were a fake NPC. Now everyone's searching about.
There's a hard ass.
Target is running away.
No, who, sister?
That code went off.
Yeah, keep running, Target.
What the hell are Crystal Dawn doing?
Corruption and
Better lock and load.
between one party on the left.
Right, we're going to lose time to get disguises. But now I'm more worried about just general
That's where I find you.
time. There's just so many people all over the map.
Well, better call my cousin in France. Tell him we're coming for a long visit.
What? I know I'm a lady, but somebody help me!
Yeah, she's a lady. Yeah, you run down there.
Get as far away as possible.
Hey, got one left. I'll go find a spot and then we head back to the school. How's that?
Is that going to count?
Wait.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe someone else just saw me do that as well.
I don't think I know you.
The alley's all clear. No way.
Right, crime noticed, but I wasn't. Yeah, I was noticed. Okay.
We have a situation here. Remain calm and
Dang
get
it.
the hell out of here.
Yeah. Let's just run around and shoot people, shall we?
Command, area is clear. Please advise. Over.
What? Right, everyone's panicking. Everyone, including me. I'm panicking. Where is our last target? Why are they no longer in Consulate Square? Why are they up in a shop somewhere? This is awful.
Okay, don't panic.
Well, I mean, it's not that awful. They're upstairs, so they can't really run very far. But we are going to fail most of our challenges, I feel. But hey, main thing done. Time trial is complete. Shame poison didn't work out. Can we get away without taking any damage? That's like the only thing that's left to us at the moment. Maybe we can, because we can just head up here. Down here. Yeah, this version of the map is pretty nightmarish because of the number of targets that hang around in public spaces. I have the same issues with Mendoza, but I think we're going to get away with it. Depends who's aware of us and where they are. I think lots of people are probably aware of us at this
I
point.
don't get it. What, are you trying out for a human fly?
Hey there. Need anything?
Maybe I do. Maybe if you could stop being busy for one moment.
I'm all ears.
What have you got? More ducks. Gold baller. Although that's cheaper. Buy the cheap stuff first.
Thank you. You know where I am.
And away
if
we
you
go.
need Anything else?
Not so hard as last time. 1 out of 4. Maybe I'd have been better off there bringing a sniper rifle. Although that was just unlucky timing on that first proximity duck. I'll maintain that to the end. That wasn't my fault that all went wrong. But either way, we're down to the non-alerted mission, so life should be good. Scale. Perfect shooter, drowning and poison. Now the question is, are we going to get Hantu or are we going to get scale? Because if we bring a sniper rifle and we get Hantu, that's probably very useful for us. If we bring a sniper rifle and we get scale, it's probably going to do nothing for us because of all the climbing involved. But either way, let's see what we get, shall we? Welcome to Singapore. So here we are. We're trespassing. We still haven't got a map. I'm sure they were supposed to have added a map in the latest Freelancer, but they don't seem to have added a map. Now, I think I see a target though. Oops. And he has fallen over. I feel like I shot him and he fell off a cliff. Or off a building, because he's no longer showing up on the map. Unless he's that one who's now running up the steps, which might be the case. Now, are you going to play nice and let me take your clothes?
Wait!
Yes. Could have been smoother, but the main thing is we've got some clothes and we can get around the map now. Now. So yeah, it looks as though our target is back up top now. So we shot them, we knocked them off, but we didn't finish them off. There we go, one down. Yeah, you lot come rushing over and see what that was all about. And I will head over here. We got one up on the ship, quite high up. And we got one at ground level. One at ground level is a Heavenly Guard member. Or are they? No, they're not actually. They're a regular bloke. Let's see. Seeker. And there we go. That's that lad poisoned. Is he going to just stand here and vom off the edge? And if he is, can we just push him in the water for a drowning kill? We could follow him. We've got a bit of time to spare. Our last target is way up in the control deck on the ship. No, you're not sus. You've seen nothing. No, let's sneak down here. That should keep us out of line of sight. Is that suspicious guard?
Yeah.
Where are you going, my man? Are you going onto the ship? Also, why are there suddenly like 7 enforcers around there? Is that because one of the targets is coming down? None of this is helping me get another silent takedown. Where is that guy going? He's just walking around in circles. Right, that guy's sus because of a dead body.
Sorry, I can't give you any more details.
Have you just given up?
It's quiet.
Yeah, that guy's just given up. Oh, come on, that was within the time limit. I hate the extra delay on Time Silent Takedown where the game tries to figure out whether or not you've got away with it or not.
You there. God.
Yep, you're sus, but I don't care. I'm going up on the ship, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm curious.
Well, there might be if that guy doesn't get out of our way.
Are you okay?
We've got 2 minutes to get to our last target. Shouldn't be the hardest job in the world, aside from enforcers roaming about. Because we are near the control tower area. The ship, is it up this way? Yeah. So it seems unlikely that we're going to drown this guy. Unless... there are toilets on the ship, aren't there? So maybe we'll get the chance. But we've only got a minute for him to actually make it to those toilets, and that seems unlikely.
Looking good. Weird.
Where is he? There he is. It's coming our way. But he's not sus of us because they haven't programmed that in properly for Hantu on Freelancer. So we'll follow him for a bit. And all being well, he'll get to a toilet in time. I feel like he's not going to though, and we are just going to have to ice him. He's only got 30 seconds. He's got one more flight of steps, maybe? Maybe two? Yeah, he's not going to make it to a bog in time, is he? Down he goes. Because that's not a toilet door. There's a toilet door, but yeah, it was blatantly not enough time for him to get there. So, again, not the most successful of missions. We completed it within the time limit. So objective number 1 was complete, and we got one of the 4 optionals. But the main thing is we tried to get the other optionals. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Time trial is not the best sort of mode for the convoluted plans that I normally hatch to try and complete all the optional objectives. Right, so there's a bunch of sus buggers and some hostages going upstairs. This guy is once again going to be like, hey, I thought I told you. I'm just going to be like,
Hey,
whatever.
God. You. Please stop.
I'll stop when I get to the exit. Psych. Someone's found that last bod. And away we go. So long, Hantu. Could have gone better. If the drowning AI was better. But I guess that will come as they keep refining the mod. Mod makers are doing a sterling job with this game. And I love them for it. Now, trap kill water canister. It's one we haven't seen before. But we also need an SMG. So how are we going to get a trap kill with a water canister without also bringing a micro taser? We might have to do that as well. So let's bring a remote micro taser so we can trigger it ourselves. Leave behind the screwdriver. I do like having a screwdriver about my person, but at the same time they're generally pretty easy to find on any level. We've got an epic submachine gun. Time Silent Takedown is there again, but given how badly we've been doing on objectives, I am going to say that it's not a necessary part of the objective, and we're going to take submachine gun kill epic. Better to get a smaller prestige complete than a bigger one failed. And let's go see if we're getting Haven or New Zealand. Or if the game's crashing. That's an option. Right, it's definitely something wrong with that mod still. It's not working at all when it comes to New Zealand, which surprises me because if it's going to crash every time you try and go there and it's New Zealand, you'd think they'd have picked that up in testing. But either way, back we go and it's going to be Haven. The mod lets you turn on and off most of the options, well, all of the options for levels, which is nice because it lets me turn off most of the night ones because they're kind of hard to read at times. Oh god, we got that guy on there again. So yeah, I've turned off the New Zealand option for now until the mod gets updated again. And Haven it is, but we like Haven. The only time we don't like it is when we've got a target on Stephen's private island and they're the only target we've got, so we don't have time to get ourselves a disguise or anything. Now, 2 targets here though, reach close to one another, is very good news. Because we can just go bip, bap. And that's our prestige objective complete. And we've definitely got time to get over to the villa and get ourselves an elite guard outfit.
Command, you copy? We've got a situation. Probably some punk kid making life miserable for everyone.
I feel like neither of those targets was suitable for water canister, as they're just too public. Ideally we'll find a target who's not near anyone, and then we've got time to set our trap. Now, come on out, friendo. Oh yeah, we should probably deal with that camera as well, just in case.
What was that?
What was that?
Hello?
It was your demise. And we'll grab ourselves some pants. And some pistol ammo. So, do we work our way round to Stephen's Island from the villa? That seems sensible.
My ass on the line here, you got it?
Cameras out. Where was our last target? Oh, our last target is in the vicinity of the villa though. They're down in the basement area. So where's the hatch here? Is there a button nearby for this hatch? Yeah, there is, but we need a key card. There are other ways in though which don't need a key card. Let's go and see our friend who pops up to the bar every now and again, because he's got a key card and he's also a way in even if we don't take it from him. Now, do we wait for him to open the door? Or do we just shoot the door open? Okay, we can't shoot the door open here. Come on out, friend. We haven't got all day.
That's gonna.
Yep, that is gonna E. Now you can go in a cupboard. Have we got time for this? I think so. We've got like a good few minutes. So maybe the one down here we can emetic, and then when they're in the bog we can pour some water down and electrocute them.
Yes. Hello, Miss Petrova. Just leaving a message.
Oh, I thought we'd missed that.
It's not on me.
Now, where are the nearest
It's in
toilets?
my locker. Anyways,
Right next to
Please
it.
come
Good.
by the villa and pick it up. I really don't feel comfortable with it.
Down you go. Spill some water over here, perhaps. That should be fine. And then we'll drop our taser there, and, all being well, bam. Another terrible accident. And now let's go. We've got 3 minutes to get up to Stephen's Island and to do the deed. But we've already got an outfit that lets us get there, so all is well, really. This should go smoothly. Oops, I've gone the wrong way. It's fine. We'll come out this door then. Then we'll come out this door. And out we go. And let's just double check the map so I'm not blundering like an idiot. And it's a quick jog across here. That guy is sus. We could take him out now, just to make progress on our SMG kills, but there's no need, because there's bloody tons of guys over on Stevens Island. As we discovered last time we were there, when we got minced as soon as we started firing shots. Now, it's Yoga Man.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings. Now, can we persuade you to come into the bushes a bit?
Harder. Harder. What was that noise?
Yeah, we can. Just to make things a little easier on ourselves.
How long is this manhandling supposed to last?
Did you have an appointment? There we go. Problem solved. Now, did someone hear that? Sounded as though someone heard that neck breaking. They definitely went, whoa. Is someone upstairs about to come down and have a look? Either way, yeah, maybe we don't want to be here right now.
Are you alright, man? Hello?
Although,
Hey, hey.
it's just a waiter.
Probably check that out.
What was?
I hear you.
Okay, yeah, there's more people hearing noises and coming to check things out.
I've got someone on the ground. Hold on.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! Help me! Help me!
Yeah, it's all getting excited around here.
We gotta find cover. I hear you.
Let's just leave, shall we? Definitely nothing to do with us. Just a nice casual stroll. There's a safe on this map. Good. Let's go and look at that safe, shall we? That'll have a guard next to it. And maybe that'll be our final guard. Although, is it in the room? Yeah, it's got a lot of guards next to it. Oh well. At least we can unlock it.
Get in position, guys. Over there. Corner.
What? What? The fuck just happened?
Moving and find the area.
I lost him. I lost him.
What the hell?
Can anyone see him?
That escalated so fast. And now our outfit is extremely compromised, it seems. But what the hell just happened? An alert guard came in because they were escorting Stephen, maybe?
Crap! I lost visual! I can't see what's down on the ground! What the? Back in the saddle, boy.
Oh, he's still out there in the water.
Oh god, this has all gone wrong.
In there. And all because he wanted to show off.
Purpose here! He has to be! Find him!
Ass.
Yeah, I got...
Yeah, he's not going out again, though.
He's gone! Looks like he made a run for it! Fuck! I got a man down!
Right, so people are getting involved.
Good. Those things
I see the suspect! Spraying that everywhere!
No, you don't. No one sees the suspect. Who's seeing the suspect?
Will do.
Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Come on! Negative! Lost him too! Move in! I got him in my sights!
Right. They keep getting me in their sights. And I'm not pleased with it.
Anyone see him? He's right there. On the...
Come on, get into the bushes.
Where'd he go? You see him? I got nothing.
Right, we're back on Stevens Island. But I do happen to know that there's a waiter down here, unless they're... Thank God for that, they haven't woken him up. Fresh disguise. We're allowed to be here. There's sus boys everywhere. But we're just a waiter. Jeez. This has all gone so wrong.
Target spotted! Repeat! Target spotted!
Right. Oh, what? Who's now shooting me? Who recognises me as a waiter now? God, this is the worst.
Damn it, he's gone! Hey, what's going on?
If I could get a blue guard disguise, that would help. Was that a blue guard I killed or a red guard?
Is anyone here? Give yourself up or get ready to face the music.
Okay. We're not allowed to be here now. However, we've got a disguise that's clean.
Standing by.
Now, you go and deal with those bots. Good man. Yeah, you're heading back over there. There we go, we're clear. Now, do we go back and try that safe again? We might have time to rob it before anyone gets back into this room. Where was the final thing for it? I don't see the final item, so that's unfortunate. Is it in the next room across? Yeah, it is. Now, we've got an enforcer, though, in this room. But is he the only person in this room right now? Looks like it. There we go. Cash. All that for a couple of thousand. And now let's go see if our merchant friend's still got that gold baller hanging around. Why is Haven being so mean to me in this time trial challenge?
Lots of rum, no lie.
Sure thing, Doctor.
It's normally such a good place to hang out. I guess the super long sight ranges on the guards don't help. But hey ho. Main thing is, we survived. We got the 4 people dead within 8 minutes.
You want to buy something? You name it, I got it.
And then we survived the mess that followed. Okay. No gold baller. Just a couple of explosives. And we'll have the cash for something decent on the final mission in New York. Especially because we can rob the place. The showdowns are pretty much the chillest part of this challenge, just because you've got 10 minutes to deal with it. So let's get in our boat and head to New York, shall we? Another remote micro taser for our troubles. Excellent. Now, what do you want? Poison target with a messic is nice. Only use 1 disguise and trap kill water canister, so maybe we do need the water canister again. Time trial is an option, so yeah, we're grabbing that. Now, we don't need the submachine gun. Or the explosives. Oh, I've dropped the taser, we do need that. So, water canister, a messic. 1 disguise will be the high security guard, because it's New York, so of course it is. Do we bring along second seeker? That would be nice. We haven't got space for a chloroform, but we don't necessarily need one, especially if we're going for the high security outfit. Be nice to start down in the bank. It's not necessary, but it's nice. And yeah, gassing the whole ground floor isn't a high priority anyway. The high priority is taking out the target. So let's leave the chloroform at home. They're dehydrated and a foodie. So bringing domestic pills would also be nice, but is it necessary? We can find some rat poison. Let's go. Ah, we haven't started down in the basement. That's unfortunate.
No, I think I saw him go.
You are not grey-haired, which is a shame, because you are dehydrated.
Let me know when he comes out.
Will do.
Look out nearby. So let's watch our step.
Hi, it's me. Yeah, it went really well.
There's a grey-haired hat wearer. So, possibly sus. Now, is that camera going to see us? Don't think so. Good. So let's just stroll about and scope out some targets, shall we? Smoker, not the one.
Sure thing, Mr. Perez. I left around.
Necklace, grey hair, hat, tattoo. Probably the target.
Anything out of the ordinary.
Is there any way that we can seeker them from this bathroom without getting spotted? Probably not.
There were a few others working late, but that's not unusual.
Where's she going?
You think of anything, please don't hesitate to let
She's
me know.
doing a bit of fooding.
Enjoy your work day.
That's a promising sign. But we do need to get our outfit on. Let's drop our briefcase there. And let's go down and do the outfit thing. We've got time. We've got 10 minutes. Right. No time for pleasantries today with this lad. Just screwdrivers to the dome. We'll put him in a box. That's pleasant enough. And then we'll grab all this gubbins and away we go. Don't really need to worry about the cameras just yet. More interested in
You want to buy something?
hitting our targets. Right, we'll also grab our briefcase again though, because could come in handy. So, target is still over there. Potential target is still over there. A lot of real people around, which is unfortunate. She's going back in. She's going back to have another drink.
Now that is what I like to see.
I could really do with them moving somewhere else. Is there a domestic poison in here though? There is. So maybe if she's the one. Ah, there's food and drink in there. So she was going to both of them, wasn't she?
You know I can see you. You're not very
Yeah, everyone gets sus there. We can't really get to it without her just noticing us doing it.
Hey, psycho! Hey, stop!
Okay,
If you don't stop, there'll be trouble.
we got her.
Eat this, you bastard! Gone!
You need
No,
to
she's
hurry.
trying to escape.
Target is trying to escape.
Curses. So yeah, she's definitely the target. Down she goes. Now everyone knows that we're dodgy. But the main thing is, target down and we're hiding in a box. Yeah, they're all
Roger, command.
running that way.
Yet, still looking. Will do. Out.
There's lots of those people over here.
That's him! Right there!
That's not him.
Out here! Get the package out of here!
Where? Oh, where's that gun?
Hey, hey!
Escort
Stay with the
package out
package!
of here.
I'm going directly for the target. Give him all you
Yeah,
got.
go for the target. I will hide in a cupboard. I think we got away with that,
What's going on here? What happened?
to some extent.
What's going on here? Come on, tell me.
We just need to wait for everything to settle down, and then we can pop out of here and rob the bank as we normally would.
Remember, stay alive.
That really was an awful position for the target, though. No way of poisoning her food and drink without being spotted. Just standing in a public area and just going back and forth between two spots. I think we'll do well just to get 3 out of the 4 objectives. Basically, I'm a legendary gamer. We'll ignore the fact that I probably could have timed my shot a little better with that security guard coming right round towards me at the time. I can't even blame that one on bad luck like I can with Marrakesh. That was just me being very silly. But at least everything's settling down now. We have orange men everywhere, but they're all returning to their positions because most of the suspects have now fled the map. That's a couple less orange men. Although everyone in here is sus. But at least that's the gas room setup. Now, you're too orange for my liking, so you must go. Now, are any of those guys orange? Doesn't look like it. Looks like everyone down there is pretty chill. So that's nice. Let's also, before I forget, grab the crowbar. It's not 100% necessary, but I do like to crowbar open these doors to hold them open so that people see the dead bodies inside. Oops, and then I went and just used the lockpick anyway. We'll ignore that.
I'm an idiot.
Oops. We're just gonna waltz through here. Yeah, we are. We're just gonna rob the bank without actually setting off any of the... No, we're not. One of our guard friends has fallen down. That's what we like. Just because I can, we'll pop up and take out the enforcer that lurks on these stairs. It looks like he might be an orange man. And either way, we just don't like that guy.
Come in.
No, I'll technically take out two guys because his body will be dragged into the gas ring. Okay, alarms have died. Along with a lot of guards. There's one more. Bit of cash. We probably want to pop up and see our supplier friend if we can without any alerted guards noticing. Guards, of course, it's a lot of bother today, so that guy can just have a bullet. Any mercers in this crate? Nope, just fish. No, it's going to be an orange man up there, isn't there? Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So, what do we grab? The sniper rifle is cheaper. Now.
Hey, you need anything?
Another orange man down. For no clear reason. We've got plenty of cash left for next time. Has anyone moved our dead friend from upstairs? Doesn't look like it, because he would have been left in there. Ah well. Let's just get away before we push our luck even further than we already have. Oh, we haven't got the key. What a silly. How did I forget the key? There we go. And it's even an orange boy bringing the body down. So that's another bird killed with that one particular stone. I mean, put to sleep rather than killed, but it's a metaphor. It's fine. There he goes. Lovely stuff. And now it's time for us to be on our way. Another syndicate defeated. So that nearly went horribly wrong a couple of times. And we got ourselves one of those sort of SMG pistols that we're never going to use. Look at that. Just the recoil just sends it all over the shop. Why would you ever? But hey, the main thing is we've completed level 3. And we only have level 4 to go. Got very hairy at moments, but sometimes the boldest measures are the safest, as we've just found out. And now that that's done, I will see you next time for level 4, where we'll hopefully wrap up this time trial challenge. Thanks for watching, friends.